Hi all, in this video we are going to discuss about queues. Queues comes under the Java collection framework, which is coming with Java util package, and queue maintain an order which is first in first out mechanism. That means the very first data that you have entered into the queue has to be come out first. So in that case, let's see how we can implement a queue in the Java. Let's see how we can create an object using queues. Queue is a kind of interface. Likewise, in this example, I'm going to store series of tasks that is going to be stored in this queue. In that case, I need to go for a string value here. My variable is task, and this is how I'm going to create this object in the queue. In this queue, since I have already told you that this is an interface, you have to implement that interface using a class name called the widely used mechanism is linked list. Determined operator. And here you have to implement the Java util, and here also you have to import the Java util linked list package here. Then you can keep on adding the data into this task. The function name should be add, and you can keep on adding whatever the values that you want. Yeah, I'm going to use the task 1. Likewise, I'm going to add 3 more tasks here. Task 1, 2, 3. Likewise. Here, this is the first value that I'm going to enter. This is the second value, third value, fourth value. So that will remain. That will maintain an order according to the order that you have entered into this task queue. So in that case, let's see how we can display the queue here. If I mention the variable name here like task, so let me execute this first, and here you can see the series of tasks are printed according to the order that I have entered into this queue. Task 1, 2, 3, 4. Likewise. Now let's see how we can remove values from this queue. At that time, the very first value that you have entered into this queue will be removed first. So how we can remove the values from the queue in the sense, here you have to use the mechanism called poll. That is how you can remove value out of this task by this time, if you execute once this task poll function here, the very first value that you have entered into this queue will be removed. Now if I print the series of this task again, let's see how that is going to be performed. Here you can see this is the original set of values. The very first value that I have entered is task 1. Once I execute this task poll, the very first value has been removed. That is how you can remove values out of this queue. Then same way, the removing, so other word that we can refer into this removing in the sense that is dequeuing. Okay, now if I want to add another element into this queue, then there are two ways of doing that thing. One thing is adding an element. The first mechanism is task adding. If I add the remove task again, and let me execute this. If I print the latest set of values here, now you can see the original value is 1, 2, 3, 4. At the mid of the execution, we have removed the task 1, and now I have added the task 1 again. By that time, the latest value will be added to the last of this queue. Then same like that, you can use a mechanism called offer. Then task file. See, in the same way you can add another values to this queue. The task 5 will be added at the end of this queue. Likewise, you can keep on iterating through a loop as well. If I use a for loop here, like the data type should be string task and task. Now let's see, execute this piece of code, then that will be print one by one by iterating through a loop. So the first value of this task queue is task 2, 3, 4, 1, 5. Why? Because the latest status of that task is like this. The first value is 2, 3, 4, 1. Then the latest value that we have entered into this queue is 5. that will be printing the series of records according to that um, inserted order. Okay, that is how we can handle a queue in Java. So if I recap the things that we have discussed so far, in the sense, in order to implement that queue interface, you have to use a class called linked list. So you can add values using add or offer. And so in order to use an offer, the queue should be in null state. So if it is null, only you can use this offer. So if you want to print that task, you can just simply say the task variable in here. So if you want to remove the first value that you have entered into this queue, then you can use the feature called poll. Then you can add or offer values to this queue. Then you can keep on iterating this queue using a for loop. That is what I'm going to discuss about queue in this tutorial. Okay, see you in this next video. So thank you for watching this video.